Hello. Hey, y'all. Hey. Is this just highlighter? Hello. Hey. Hey, guys. Hi, Nadia. Hi, Becca. Hey, Mean Mabes. Hey, Miss OKC. Hey, y'all. Hey, Monica. I see y'all coming in. Are y'all liking as you're coming in? Are y'all liking as you're coming? Are y'all loving when you're coming in? Hey, guys. Hey, Courtney. Courtney, I just posted a video over on my other channel for you guys. A coaching video. Did you see it yet? I don't have any blush on, guys. Hi, Diva AF. Is this the Malika? Hold on. One of these is the Malika palette, and the other one is the Chloe. Do you guys remember these? This is the Becca BFF palette. If Anna's in here, Anna's Antics, she's gonna know because she's a. Oh, and then of course Court Love. She's one of our makeup ladies. Court, did you ever see this? It's the Becca blush highlighter, the BFF palette from Chloe and Malika. Do you remember this? Hi, Tanisha. Hi, Cheryl Waz. Hey, Boo. Hi, Kiasha. Hey, Platinum Fox. Hey, Ms. Molly. Yes, please go ahead and watch as your toenail polish dries. Yes, yes. Okay, ma'am. Yes. Okay, friend. See you still rocking. Girl. Always. Yes. It's a mom thing. It's this mom thing. I'm just gonna put some blush on really quick, guys. I wasn't finished yet, but I said, you know what? I need to hurry up because y'all, I had to help Farrah clean her room today. My husband went through and did kind of like the heavy lift kind of thing. Sunday, he went through and like cleared out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Gwen. He went through and cleared some stuff out. And then I went through and kind of fine-tuned today, got her. She just, you know how kids, it goes from like 2. So I can't deal with that. That like, I'm not like crazy about everything has to be a certain way. Clearly, my office. However, I can't have it a certain way either. That drives me nuts. It like almost like it just irritates me beyond end. But yeah, this is the Becca BFFs. This is the Chloe and Malika. And today I have on this one, which is Cocoa Bronze. Cocoa Bronze. For a that can't be Cocoa Bronze. I would think this is Fabulosity. Ah! Did not drop it. Let's find a highlighter. Y'all, what I call this live again? Thirsty is as thirsty does? Okay. Highlighter. Gosh. Oh, this is let me tell you, I bought all of these a a good while ago. The Becca palette that I use all the time, the Champagne Pop, the Jaclyn Hill. Hey, Hood Princess. Is this not beautiful, guys? Guys, for those of you who aren't into makeup, I'm sorry. But you know, for some of us, seeing like a fresh palette of makeup, it just like does something to you, right? I'm sure Glam Wife of Court Love can relate. Because when I knew like, and this isn't even really new, because this is the Chrissy Teigen palette. And I've had this for a minute. I just hadn't gotten to it. Why am I doing this online, you might ask? Because I'm a girl and that's what I do. Like, and I don't know. I was cleaning my daughter's room, so I was doing mom things. And hey, Melanin Doc. Hi, Tamla. How are you? And I just, I had to take care of home. And now I don't want to come to you guys not looking at least. This is something else I love too, guys. Milk. Have you guys tried Milk Cosmetics? Milk makeup. This is the gleaming stick. Now this I have used, but because you can see, well, you can't because it's that shiny. You can see my foundation is on it. Mommy, yeah, babe.
Something for my charger, please.
Can I what?
Get something for a charger.
Can I do what for a charger?
Can you get some? Mom, can I get something for the top of my charger, please?
What do you mean?
The top by square.
The square for your charger. The cube. The cube is in your bedroom under your desk. You have it plugged in. That changes. Get me so the
I'm confused.
under your bed, under your desk, get the charger, and then I'll show you how to plug it into the other charger, okay? They work together. Melinda, I bought Fenty foundation yesterday, and I'm so sad to say I don't like it. You don't? Can you bring it back? Hold on one second. Yes, dear? Do you have it? Melanin Doc, which one did you get? The one that's in the tube? Y'all, we're going to talk about, and y'all might not like this, but those who do, those who want to talk tea, they'll love it. We're going to talk about these, I don't even know what to say. I'm just calling out that there is some, you see, when my husband's not here, me and Farrah here by ourselves, well, with mommy, the door's open, right? That's all I'm going to say. My door's always open, like an office, right? I hate dropping my makeup. My door's open. Now, if there's a whole nother adult in the house, meaning daddy or even auntie, sometimes Farrah's auntie comes to quarantine with us, come chill with us for a couple of days. Then I can close my door. It's the pump. Not sure if it's the hydrating or matte, but my face looked hella dry. You know what? And I meant to bring something in here. Was your face moisturized though? Like when you washed your face, did you moisturize it? Did you put your SPF on? Were you completely moisturized? Because some give it another chance. If you don't like it, send it back, I would say. But I would say try it because I feel like it goes on really nice. I feel like the payoff is like really nice. Now I don't have Fenty on today. I have on NARS and I'm getting ready to go in with this little Bobbi Brown stick because seeing stuff pop in that is not part of like the look. And I'm using you guys as my mirror. Okay. This is Bobbi Brown. This is like honey something. Honey. Oh, Jesus. Honey. Warm honey. Warm honey. Yes, give it. Did you get your right color? Did I get my right color? Who are you talking to, me? Oh, well, thank you. This top, I think, is from H&M. You know, we just do a little small talk when I don't just normally just like, y'all. We're gonna do let's get used to like a little bit of a cadence here. Of we're gonna just small talk a little bit, right? Oh no, Melanin Doc. Okay, Melanin Doc. Let me go get something really quick. First of all, you guys know this. I'm not a makeup guru, guys. Hey, Shan. Beautiful Shan. Hi, Erica. Am I missing anyone? Hey, Latoy. Hey, Cece. Greetings to all. Already hit the like button. Thank you very much. Sitting on the porch, enjoying all, and not necessarily in the bushes. But yeah, girl. Yes. Fix Plus Gold. Now, love this, but I have something else that's like a dupe, kind of like Target dupe. I'm not feeling the lights right now. Can you guys hold on a second? Let me go get my dupe. Let me get you what I got along with, because I got the hydrating set. Y'all, Fenty is having a sale, and only reason why I'm telling y'all right now is because I already put my order in. Not only did I get 3 new lipsticks, I got a kabuki brush, the diamond powder. But do you guys see my highlighter popping right now? I got a kabuki brush, I got the diamond palette, and I also got, I got that lava. Fran, just packing for a weekend trip of camping in seclusion with the family. That's awesome. Thanks for the entertainment while I do so. My like is accounted for. Y'all are awesome. Okay. Fran, you see Fenty is coming out with skincare. I heard. If you guys join the website, I think you'll get a sneak peek, because in the email that I got, I think we get first dibs on the 29th. And I think for everybody else, it's on the 31st. So check it out. Y'all, there's a beautiful scarf that, because I ordered today, I got a scarf and I got a lipstick bag. Okay. Maybe not due to COVID. They couldn't test it in the store. So you bought it like in the department store? Well then, but you can take it back, can't you? Fran, that's hydrating. I don't know. Now, what are you talking now? Now they hydrating. So, this, I don't know. Let's see. Fix Plus. I think it's supposed to be, well, it's a skin refresher, finishing mist. Let's see what the first ingredient is. Probably water and some kind of glycerin, which I know glycerin isn't always. Well, it's saying soothing moisture mist that refreshes the skin and finishes makeup. Hold bottle. Okay. Skin refresher. It says it's supposed to be moisturizing, but you know what it says and what it does could be 2 different things, right? And everyone's skin is different. But I'm going to show you what I got. When I got the hydrating situation from Fenty, when I got my foundation, I got this, I got the brush, and I also got like the kind of like a prep and prime lotion that I do have on today. So I can go get that if you want me to. Fran, you see Fenty's? Yes. Guys, you know I love to talk makeup. And then when I finish with you guys here, I'm so tired. I don't make it over to Francois' vlogs to really talk makeup, but I love makeup. For as much makeup as I have right here, which I have a lot. I swear to God, I have a lot. I have this bucket. Well, it's not even just this bucket, but I have a lot. I should be a makeup guru, but I'm not. I'm just a girl who likes makeup. This is some. I have a lot right here on my desk, and I have this whole situation over here. This whole is dedicated to like makeup and glam. I'm gonna have to give you guys a tour. I promise. It just hasn't been ready yet. But let me can I put some lights on really quick? I'll be right back. Okay, hold on one second. I'll be right back. And these are clothes I was thinking about wearing today, but I decided to wear a shirt and jeans. Let me turn just a little bit because people are okay. Let me turn on the TV for you guys. Actually, is it Monday or is it really Wednesday? Are we doing phone lines today? Let me do that too. Let me get the phone lines up and running. I feel like today's going to be a fun day. Let's see. All right. I did want to talk a couple of videos that I saw. Now we are at 70, guys. I'm going to let me have this just up in front of me. That way, when I decide to start it, because I don't want that music yet. The music is aggravating. Okay, am I back? Did I go away? Okay, well, I like the look of the leopard print. What leopard print? That? Hey, Courtney, fixing mommy. Okay. Let me... Just to have something on my channel. Okay. We can just park on my channel. Okay. Mysterious, you are not late. You are right on time, dear. Okay, so we got 80 people, 81. That was probably Mysterious. Mysterious, that's you, girl. 81, 82. And we have 40 likes. I don't know how many dislikes we have, but we don't care about that. Thank you, Hood Princess. Okay, let me turn these lights on and I'll be right back. I'm gonna get these two dupes and then we're gonna talk about some mommy chat because I just, I took a break this weekend. I just needed to like get back to me and focus on me and my family. But I was watching, and I was just like, some people were surprised, but I'm not surprised because I've been seeing this for a long time. I'm one of 5 kids. I'm number 4 of 5, right? My husband is number 5 of 5, right? I've seen a lot, some of this I've seen before. I mean, not everything because I wasn't in a family either like as big or where maybe, I mean, my dad worked a lot when I was a kid, but I think there was like a big separation between all of us. So like, for instance, my brother and my 2 older sisters, they are stair steps. So they are all literally a year apart. And then between the youngest of the stair steps and myself, you're number 2 of 5. Yeah. And when you come from a large size family, I would say, I don't know if 4 is considered large, but if you got to take care of 4, I would imagine that that's considerable. But I think when you get to 5 or 6 kids, it's kind of like, oh, you have a big family. And then you start going by numbers like, oh, which number are you? I mean, people would ask me all the time, what's your number? Like, people want to know where you fall, right? Like, I don't want to say like middle child thing, but there's always so many dynamics in families, right? And and then the only kind of thing, or baby thing, right? There was 11 years between me and my oldest sister. So I can give you a, for instance, too, for us, my parents' children, my siblings, my baby sister, so the youngest, and the oldest, there's almost 18 years difference. Okay. My mom had my the youngest, and I think my mom was maybe in her, she was like maybe 43-ish, somewhere around there. Okay, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to my bedroom. I'm 4 out of 6, but you stopped at 3. You know, I mean, we just have our one. Hey Melanie, how are you? Um, you know, I've never been like, you know, I would have, if life had been different, shoot, I'd probably be sitting here like, y'all, we got a lot. But, you know, we got together later, and it is what it is. The Lord blessed us with what he blessed us with, which is an amazing daughter. And we have our one. Hey, Alex. Hey, Sharice. Hey, Tamla. Well, I spoke to you. Don't forget to show us the leopard. Are you talking about what's right here? Yeah, I mean, Farrah keeps us busy. Y'all, did y'all get the bombs dropped on you? If you're in North Carolina, they dropped the bomb on us about school, and we'll talk about that. Maybe we'll talk about that on Francois Vlogs. But at the end of the day, I say this kind of laughingly because who wants to really go back to the office? Um, they're going with Plan B. And I don't mean like the Tic Tac version of Plan B. I'm talking about Plan B as in partial remote, partial school, which is going to be a 3-week rotating schedule. So let's just say you've got group A, B, and C. So week 1, A, week 2, B, week 3, C, week 4, A, week 5, B. You guys get the schedule, right? So your kid will be in school 1 week, home 2 weeks, which I would say kind of mimics a quarantine, if you will. And they're going to be with a specific pod of kids. So let's just say there's 30 in a class and you've got 10, 10, and 10, right? And I think when you've got your 10 in class, you've got your 20 at home on the computer, right? It makes sense and it's okay. I would just say this, even if the teacher's watching right now, if Farrah's in group A, B, or C, don't expect her that first week. She will be into the second rotation. So however many rotations there ends up being, if we have 40 weeks of school and there ends up being like, I don't know, 13 rotations, expect her rotation 2 or 3. We will not be reporting those first couple weeks because I want to see how things turn out. We're not doing that here. I have 3, but you're done. Oldest to 4. Okay, I'll be right back. Oops. I don't know what this is. Okay. I was kind of disappointed, Dr. Melanin Doc. I was kind of disappointed with the Fenty. Now, I don't want to say don't buy this, guys. This is not a no buy at all. However, I guess I don't reach for this that much. I just feel like the payoff on this highlighter, it's okay. It's okay. It's not like, I don't know. I've had better. I don't know. I'm already shining right now, so. We'll try it. We'll try it Friday. Friday, I'm gonna do a full face Fenty like foundation. I don't have any Fenty blush or anything like that. I don't even know if they have that. I do. I just bought lipstick, so I'm dipping into the Fenty pond more and more. Still waiting on my district to give us the heads up if we're returning. So, guys, Kiasha is a school teacher / engineer. We'll talk about that one day. Maybe that'll be a episode of how I changed careers. But Kiasha worked as an engineer building like submarines. I hope I don't get in trouble for saying that. And then decided that she was going to teach school. Okay, so this is Fenty. I don't know what they call this. This is, okay, Pro Filter. And then this came as a set. And I think they still have it on their website as the hydrating set. And this is the Pro Filter hydrating primer. I like this. I really like this a lot. Melanin Doc, check that out. So I don't know if you didn't get this set. And then it came with this kabuki brush, but look at it feels really nice. I just ordered the Fenty hydrating primer and concealer, so fingers crossed. Yeah, I would try it all together because look, okay. My chair is making noises, so I'm not sitting here like farting, guys. I'm just gonna put it out there, like, okay. Because I'm a fucking lady. No, I'm just kidding. The governor of Oklahoma tested positive for y'all. Come on, look, yeah, you know what I'm saying? All right, I do not have this on today. Do you know what I have on? So I have this. I have. Oh, and I've got some from the beauty supply that's like $5.99. Okay, this is like $34. This was, I don't even know how much this cost, honestly, guys. And I would be too embarrassed to tell you how much I spent when I bought all of this Fenty stuff. Actually, I did good on. So when I bought Fenty originally, when I bought all this stuff, I think I had like 35 or 40% off. They had like a crazy sale like a month or so ago. So I actually think I spent like maybe right around $200, but I got a lot of stuff and I got like, it was like 30, 40% off. So this is nice. But I'm going to do a full base of Fenty on Friday, and we're going to see what it does. Okay, you guys tell me. So when I say full, I mean from after I wash my face and put my medicine on, put my sunscreen. I'm going to go with this. I've got concealer, and I have this. Let it dry and set. All I really do is put. I will use this. I promise. I will use whatever blush. And we'll just see what my face looks like. Hey, Nia, how are you? Thank you for coming. Hey, girl, hey. What is a good Fenty? I only have the Fenty clear lip gloss, and I don't know. I mean, it's okay. I wear it. Honestly, I wear it to bed. Okay? I'm just going to say that. Like, I haven't worn it out the house. I'm a lip gloss girl. Ever since I started wearing lip gloss many moons ago, that sticky. Some people don't like lip gloss for that reason. They feel like it's too sticky. I love that. I need to know I got something on, okay? And if it's too, like, I don't like it. This is my dupe. I got this from Target. This is like maybe $9 or $10. This is what I have on, like what I have on today. My whole it's called Unicorn. It's vitamin C glow boosting unicorn brightening mist. How is that for a name? Okay. Shake it well. This is like dollars. How much? And then this is like $34, guys. And this was like 9-ish, 10, So, you know, I do drugstore high-low, you know. Just a second. Okay. Okay. Better. Okay. Okay. All right. Off of makeup. Where's my straw? Okay. Guys. Okay. Who we guys? Okay. I'm just going to talk about Olivia real quick. All right. So we're doing mommy chat today. If you guys want to call in, let me know. Let me give you guys the copy of the meeting information. I'm going to turn this on. International callers, y'all, I see you. I've in my analytics, I don't know. There's Australia, South Africa, the Bahamas. I mean, y'all come through. Come through. Let us hear those beautiful accents. We want to hear from you. Let me see. Am I getting this right? Okay. Hold on. Okay. So Olivia, you guys know this. She was in the car. She was complaining. I think she was low key, like trying to pat herself on the back. And that's fine, girl. I'm glad you got yourself a little luxury car. When she first got that car a year ago, I was thinking to myself, do you know what you just got yourself into? German cars are expensive. Did that woman from Friday accept your Cash App? That's a good question. If she didn't, I'm gonna yank it right back because it's been a week. It was probably somebody playing. I mean, I don't know if they were playing or not, but let's see. I would. Let's see. Good question, Cheryl. Okay, Amari Seabrook, who came through requesting help, and I said a love offering from the LX3 fam. This was on Friday at 1:50. I don't know. I mean, guys, let's take a vote. Because I did donate this in the name of LX3, even though this was not like a crowdsourced thing. I did this, from us. Even though I did do plenty of Cash Apps on Friday, above and beyond what you guys had tipped me, which is fine. You know what I'm saying? Because I do it anyway. Should I take it back? I mean, I wonder, can y'all call in? Were we being trolled? Did someone troll us?
Communicate for free. You are the only participant in the conference.
If somebody really needs help, I mean, hey, it's on them. If they feel like they want to come through and ask a nice group of wonderful women, they saw the shine, they came through, they said, hey, can you help out? Can you help a sister out? And we sent them money and they didn't bother to take it. Now it's Wednesday. Do I need to yank this back? Amari Seabrook, your life is calling. You've got $25 on the hook right now. And I would say if you don't get it in like 5, 4, 3, 2, I might take it back. We gave troll vibes. Well, let's see. Amari. Canceled. Okay. Now, what I will tell you, because I kind of put some money back to me because, it's fine. I did something for someone else who Chrissy accepted, but has yet to. She don't have to say that, girl. Are we y'all, Tamla? You know how at Christmas time, or there's always like sometimes, and I'm not speaking about anyone that I know. I've just heard this happen. You know, sometimes you've got like nieces and nephews, and you gift them with something, and you're like, Lil Pookie didn't say thank you. Estee never said thank you. Hey, Michelle. I'm not saying a word, guys. Like, it's okay. Take it back. She obviously didn't need it, and still, girl, yes, it's back. I wasn't going to say anything, but this is just between us, right? There is a sis in our community that I have love for. I took care of, I think we talked about it on Monday. Hey, blah. A little sis that we have came through Monday. We know that she's expecting, and I took care of it. Okay. I will share the link to what's really more like a diaper registry. But just know that LX3 fam, like, we didn't just send a bib. I took care of her. Not like in a major way. I'm not saying that I but I took care of buying a nice gift and sent it to her, courtesy of this family. Okay. I will share the link. Yeah. But I didn't want to ask anybody for anything because that's something I did because I feel like this person's name has been, and this person has come to the community. This person, like, it was alleged this person wanted to have a YouTube channel. Like, okay. But this person isn't putting out videos. This person isn't running no one's name up and down the YouTube streets. This person sometimes responds if their name has been run up and down the YouTube streets. But I like the way this young woman presents herself. And, it was just on my heart to want to, however which way, just she knows that, like, it's legit that we care, so that's that. Yeah, I think she probably get her delivery tomorrow. So whoever that was, troll, who tried to beat us out of $25, God is good, because for whatever reason they didn't claim their $25, and that's fine. Maybe it'll go to someone else, or sit where it's at in my CashApp account until I decide to do something else with it again. Fran, Olivia needs to be. So Olivia, yes, thank you for getting me back. Olivia needs to be grateful for what she has. Nothing wrong with these. There's nothing wrong with a used car, but let me tell you something. So German cars are expensive. So I'm talking from a Volkswagen to an Audi to Mercedes, which I think are all kind of, which I guess Mercedes now is like Daimler, Chrysler, Mopar, all of that. However, it's just like, girl, you bought a luxury car. Luxury cars are expensive. Foreign cars are expensive. Did you not know that when you purchased that vehicle? Look, I just, and then the complaint, well, I have a Mercedes. Like, some of y'all wouldn't even know. Okay. I can have a Mercedes if I want to, but I also know, you know what? I don't want to have to pay. Like, for instance, a good friend of mine has a BMW. She's got those hydrogen filled tires. So you can't just go get air in your tires. You have to go to the dealership and they put hydrogen in some of these tires. Okay. Then you got special gas. Sometimes you have to do 93 gas. You can't just do 89 or 91. You got to do like the good gas. I'm sorry. There's just some stuff I will spend a lot of money on. And I would spend money on a vehicle. It's not my thing as much as like jewelry and handbags. My husband is a car guy. And as you can see, if you guys saw my vlog, y'all, were we driving fast the other day? We were coming out the car wash. If you want to see someone who's like, like, I was trying to talk to you guys, and my husband was like moving. But I'm not the car person in the family. But yeah, whatever. I mean, look, I don't know. Did you guys catch Chrissy on live? I'm skip around, I guess. Did you hear her? And I'm not going to talk about what you guys think I'm going to talk about right away. I am going to talk about that mukbang situation. But do you remember when she was talking she was live in her bathroom and she was talking about how things were going and her posting, and things were going good, but things were just kind of in the way. But when she looks at the numbers are good. But if she could hit that, she could triple her numbers, girl, and get that G-Wagon even faster. Oh, you're going to get a G-Wagon. How many cars do you need? Why not go to the Mercedes dealership and talk about that Sprinter? Okay. You want to get a Mercedes? Get a Sprinter. That's all I'm saying. They're nice. They're real nice. Especially when you have a large family. You're not going to fit all those kids in a G-Wagon. What do you need to be high posting around in $100,000 truck that fits about 3 or 4 of your kids? Not all of them, Erica. I was like, girl, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Because you talking to still that your group of your subscribers that still believe what the fuck you're saying. Because I know that there's plenty of people who are sitting there like, girl, would you stop it and keep and move on what you getting ready to talk about? Could you stop with the shenanigans, please? Forget about priorities, girl. She don't have $100,000 and she don't have $100,000 credit. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm just going to call it out. Unless she got cash, nobody's letting her leave any lot with a G-Wagon unless that thing is busted down. That thing might be 10 years old. And a used G-Wagon, I don't know how much they cost. We can go to CarMax and find out easily. But I'm just going to say this. If you're trying to buy a new one and it's $100,000 and you have to get co-signers and creative to rent apartments and houses and clickbait that you are using your children's information to rent a home, damn it, you're not going to no lot and picking up no damn brand new ass Mercedes dealership certified pre-owned brand new nothing G-Wagon, okay? Okay? I'm just saying. You're just not. If you can't rent a home, how are you going to the Mercedes dealership and getting one of their most expensive vehicles? Let me show you this dress. It's cute. It's too big though. Gosh, guys, I've lost weight. I got this is an extra large and it's too big. I guess I just needed a regular large, and I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just saying, like, it's way too big. It's way too big. It's one of these flouncy festival type dresses. It's cute, and I think I'm going to just wear it with a belt. Cute. It's like my style. You know how I dress, guys. It's cute, but it's big, and I kind of don't love it, but it's cute. It's cute enough. And then I got these 2 dresses, and they're too big too. So this is an extra large from H&M. Where is that dress from? I think that dress is from H&M also. So it's kind of like a off the shoulder. And I just thought I needed to get extra large, but I guess I just really needed just a regular large. But they were kind of cheap. They'll be all right. They're cheap. They're summer dresses. I think I was just thinking too much into it, and I was just like, they look too big. I don't like them. But I don't know. They're like $20-something. They were on sale, and I had a coupon, whatever. But this is what I'm drinking, guys. You know, I love Premier Protein, but there was none cold in the fridge. So this is Fairlife, 30 grams of protein. This is what I'm drinking. She could use a dollar van. A dollar van? A dollar? You mean the dollar vans in New York? Are you in New York, Cassandra? I've been losing. Hi, the life you live may not be your own. I mean, that name, it always gets me because you know what? Some people are living other people's lives, aren't they? They put themselves last. You know, like us moms, we do that a lot. But I think most of us moms have woken up to, yes, mama's got to have a life too. That being said, you know, like your life can't be like everything. You got to put your family first. But in putting your family first, you put you first, right? It's, you know. Yes, would you like to call in? I've got this is our, when you hear that music, when you hear the cool jazz, you know, it's calling time. I just wanted to say something really quick. Hey, Mysterious, Cassandra, repping BK. So yes, okay. So you know, I know my sister lived in Brooklyn. I mean, my God, I used to take the van. So I lived in Jersey, in Englewood, Bergen County. When I would stay at the club too long and I had to get home, my parents were like, "You better be home." And I'm Haitian, so I'm going to say that we used to say the Dominican van because it used to be in Washington Heights. There was the van, the dollar van, and it was always like one of us who was driving, and it was $1. And it was basically kind of like a carpool. I guess it was like pre-Uber. And it was, I don't know. I don't even know if they were legal, but my sister lived in Brooklyn. They still have them, but now it's everybody. My God. I mean, my God, those dollar buses are scary because they are like bobbing and weaving down Flatbush Avenue. And she lived all the way down off Clarendon, East 23rd Street after Prospect Park. But yeah, she doesn't live in Brooklyn anymore. But yeah, the dollar, if you're a New Yorker and you hear someone say, or from the New York area and you hear dollar van, that's what they're talking about. Basically kind of like a neighborhood taxi that may not be legal. They're not legal. Yes. I wanted to be fair. 2K, of course. Our one guy, my husband's always listening, but he's not going to ever chime in. He's like security. He's listening. But yeah, Olivia was low key like bragging as usual. Once upon a twin, okay, you're from where? We have to talk. I'm from Englewood too. I'm from Hudson Avenue. Born in Englewood Hospital on a beautiful day in September. We will have to talk. I'm sure. Are you from Englewood, or you live in Englewood? You just like live in like Englewood now. That's amazing. Englewood is big. Do we know each other? Once upon a twin, mom life. I know someone who's got twins from Englewood. Do I know you? All right. I'm getting way off track. I don't care if she got warrants or not, honestly. I don't. She's still pressing into the clown car. Life you save may not be your own. Okay, hold on one second. Let me put my number out here. Let me get the she was like low-key complaining about just the price of everything. And it's like, did you not do your homework? Don't you know that foreign cars are expensive? Like, that is, I mean, it's just kind of a no-brainer. And if you don't have the money to keep up that type of a vehicle, even if it's old, even if it's like whatever, when that car fails, you're going to have a problem on your hands. Let me put the number too. Okay. International. Let me give you guys a link. I know you guys are out here. I've seen Australia, Bahamas, Jamaica, South Africa. Guys, come through if you want. I mean, we would love to talk to you. We would love to hear your beautiful accents today. This is the international link. Is someone here? Hello? 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 Hi.
This is Benika.
Hi. Oh, hey, how are you? I'm so happy you called.
Okay.
What is going on?
I'm doing good. I mean, you deal with daily things.
The conference has been locked.
I locked us down so nobody can interrupt.
Okay. So,
Okay.
Due to family things, dealing with my sister, her little drug abuse every day.
Uh-huh.
My mama just got out the hospital. She had a stroke, which I keep telling her it probably landed because you're still doing drugs. And my sister is, when you get to talk about family things in your chat, I be sitting back laughing because I come from a family of 6 girls. Now, we all grew up in foster care. We're not close at all. I try to go around them, but it's just, I don't know. I don't know why I don't hang around the biological family, but I have other family that support me. So I guess because I've been around them for years, that is my family.
Right.
But let me see. My twin sister, I guess she kind of have an attitude now, which I was going to make a video on that. But
are you identical twins or are you?
We're fraternal.
Okay.
We're fraternal. And I'll happen to be strolling down IG, and I see my niece on there having sex on IG. So
what?
And let me remind you, I do work. I work for UPS. I'm a package handler, a graveyard shift. When you guys come in the morning, I come in and take a nap, and then if I catch your live, click into them because I'll be laying in the bed so I can talk, listen to you talk, and listen to the tools, just like you just did that makeup thing. And I thought it was funny because I was at a friend's house last night and she just bought a bunch of Fenty. She was showing me different things. But so I would come in, I would listen to you and Block, which I
love her. She's so sweet.
Tasha Marie, I support her too.
That's my homegirl.
She was 63. So I would come in and take a nap. I would listen to y'all, and then as my day go, maybe about maybe 10 or 11 o'clock Vegas time. I'm a licensed cosmetologist, so I do hair at home. So I do my clients in the day, and then I deal with my kids. I have a college student, which his name is Terrell. He'll be 21 this month on the 21st. He needs 3 more credits for college, and he'll be graduating for business.
Is he at UNLV?
No, he's at Arizona State. He's
from
Vegas.
Okay.
Arizona State. But with the quarantine going on, it's kind of like shaky classes online. Then my second son, he has his own lawn service. He goes around the neighborhood around here and do his lawn, and he brings them money like that. And then my little daughter, she's in dance school. I made the life of a hood princess because everybody be talking about people in the hood and how they live. And, you know, y'all talk about a lot of Section 8, and I'm only telling you this because I feel like comfortable with you and I want you to have a voice with my face. But I've been on Section 8 since, let me see. I've been on Section 8 since, I wouldn't say 1999 because I was in housing with my first child, but I would say 2006 is when I got Section 8, and I've been on Section 8 since, but I've always had a job. I've always did what I needed to do.
Yeah.
With me working for UPS, we don't get food stamps, but, you know, the street life, you can go buy stuff, you know, in the streets and live like that.
Right. There's always someone who wants to sell something. You can get $200 worth of food stamps sometimes for $100 if you're lucky. I don't know if people are still doing like the 50%, but yeah.
I do. And you know, I push hard for my family. Well, right now, I ain't been really posting because, you know, dealing with your family, and then my uncle is running for the commissioner out here in Vegas.
Okay.
So therefore, I've been helping him with flyers and, you know, trying to get him voted in November. So I've been doing a lot of that.
In your neighborhood, in your district?
Yeah, in our neighborhood, which
is,
I live in the middle of the West Side, which I guess you would say this is the Black community, but I live in a historic neighborhood, which is Burgundy Square. So this is where it first started when Vegas, when they didn't have no streets, it was just dirt roads and all that. So
as far as the history, since you mentioned that, because of course we've seen Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis, they all came out there when Vegas was like nothing. Where did most of the African-American community come from in Las Vegas area? Did they come from California and migrate, or did they came from Texas?
No, Louisiana and Mississippi. There's a lot of people over here from Louisiana and Mississippi.
Was it because the gaming community was already there? They were used to, did they come did people from the gaming community, like from Mississippi, come because they were building up the gaming community in Vegas? Like, what brought them out there?
I would say because I live down the street from the Moulin Rouge.
Okay.
Which is a popular,
like the show palace from Paris.
Yeah. So I live like 5 minutes away. Job is like right down the street from there. So everything I do is in my community. But I would say that, I mean, Vegas is not bad like people seem to think it is. We have people out here that work with one another. So I wouldn't say that Vegas is bad, even though I've been here all my life and I have left Las Vegas to do any trips or anything like that. I couldn't say nothing really bad about Vegas because once I did say in one of my videos, I did grow up in 33 foster homes, and that probably could have been because of behavior, attitude. I was bouncing back and forth, and when I turned like 16, I ran away from foster care, but I did graduate. I graduated at 8.5 months pregnant with my first son when I graduated high school. So I did finish high school, but I was a year behind because I didn't want to graduate with my twin sister. I've always been the kind of twin where I just want my shine. I don't want to be having a shine with a twin sister. And
so were you the A or were you the B? Were you the first or the second?
I'm the A.
You're the A, okay.
Yeah, and my twin sister is like, she made this post this morning, and she was talking about how people in the dark and all this. And then I had to pause myself, and sometimes I go back and think about things that you have said in your videos, or I may go back to some videos that you say, you talk about life. I may go back and watch them all day you know, just to get pinpoint views, because I've always grew up by myself, no mom or dad. So I'm still learning at 40 years old, even though I don't look 40. I'm still learning. So when I'm sending your videos, I'm taking tools that I can use in my household, or I'm taking tools from you that I can use within myself.
Yeah.
So that's why I love you. I've been watching.
Oh, thank you.
When you first watched TMR. That's how I first started watching it, but I never subscribed. I would just always go looking for your videos to see. And then it just really touched me when one day I'm like, I used to watch this lady, you know what I'm saying? And I was on your first me watching was your French vlogs with your first.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. I started doing it, then I'm like, okay, she got a second channel. Then I'm like, okay, but when I got that subscribe that you subscribed to me, I just broke down because I'm like, wow, God, that's God. When you pray on things, He makes things happen. And that's why I am the way I am today, because of God. God has given me a second chance from me gang banging. I've been there and done that. So that's why I laugh at a lot of things. And you don't see me like too much commenting in your videos, because I just feel like I don't want to just be having the spotlight. And why I'm saying this, because I love you and Blah My Eats. Y'all like another sister from another world.
Aww.
Y'all started shouting me out, friends. I had to step back a little bit. And I had to step back because I started getting hate comments. And I started getting hate comments. And I'm like, okay, everybody else thinks I'm cool. And the hate comments was coming from Life of Jamila. And it was kind of messed up because I was subscribed to her. And I liked her content, you know, when she would post. But I'm like, why is she over here on my platform being negative? So the firework little video, 1 second video I put up, it was the ghetto. And then I had put the testimony story up, and it was, you a drug head bitch, even though that the comment didn't make it. But it wasn't that I was trying to do the testimony on a drug spin, because I smoke weed. You might smoke weed in my videos, but
it's legal though in your state, right?
Right.
Okay.
But the point of the video was to show Jazz and Chrissy and Liv that putting yourself in things can lead up to your kids getting taken. And by me hanging around the wrong crowds and allowing people to watch my kids as coming up, because I did need help, people to help me watch my kids, ended up my daughter to get third-degree burns, to where I should have been honest at the beginning when the case started, but me, as not knowing better, being scared, I wasn't there. But I was there, and it did come out. I was there with my friend, but it was her fault, because she should have never been cooking those Roman noodles, and you left them on the counter, and my baby dropped hot water on her leg, and that's how it happened. So that's why I was talking about the CPS case. And when I got that CPS case, I used to always go around talking about, nah, I ain't gonna get one. But I guess when you hang around people that get CPS cases and do what they're due, you end up coming into it. So it took me to have a life change to catch that case out of all my years to change my life. And then I started to look at different things. So I had sat on my ass for at least 10 years, friends.
But you know, let me just say one thing though. I don't know if you watch a lot of crime TV, and anybody who does, you're going to know when I say this. It's not the crime, it's the cover up. Okay. So not even saying like that happens. I mean, that happens in anybody's home. Kids get burned. I mean, kids come in the kitchen, they're not supposed to. They're crawling on the floor, they're not supposed to. They're reaching for pots and pans, they're not supposed to. Now, if you're having some drinks with your friends or doing something that's legal in your state, you know, people can judge whatever the case might be. The thing is that it's, hey, me and my friend were having some drinks, or we just smoked a legal substance in our state, and my kid came in and, oh my gosh, come help. You know what I mean? I think sometimes when it's the cover up, and you know what I'm saying? So that may have caught you your CPS case versus just kind of like, okay, this happened. Because when they hear not something that doesn't sound quite adding up, especially when you're young, But I mean, look, to me, I don't know what's going on, but I hear when I first heard your video, when I first went to your channel, I just felt like someone was really speaking from their heart and wanted to talk. And I think that's sometimes the channels that attract me to them the most. And that's probably why I started watching the mommies, these three, because they used to talk and they used to be so genuine. And what I thought was all real until I started hearing the inconsistencies. And I became a hater because I'm like, but wait a second, didn't you just have didn't this just happen? Like, am I remembering correctly? Did this happen? Did that happen? And that's what actually made me start doing reaction videos, because I heard the lies, that I just started to realize, okay, is some of this being put on? Is some of this theater? Is some of this just plain fake? What's really going on? And that's kind of how I started the reaction videos. But when I started watching your channel, it really spoke to me. I mean, there was the one video when you actually really sat and told your story. It just touched my heart. And I think that was when I first commented and was like, and I hate to comment sometimes because I do get a lot of hate, and I don't want someone getting hate because I have commented in their video. So oftentimes you won't even see that I have watched your video, but I really, you speak from such an honest place, and it really touches my heart. And you also just visually reminded me of a relative of one of my husbands. And I was just like, oh my God, I told my husband, I said, doesn't she look like so-and-so? And, so yeah, I felt like I had a connection with you.
Well, I had one with you too.
Aww.
And I have one with Blah too. And Coco, and
Coco's, yeah, she's a sweetheart.
But sometimes, you just sit down in those videos, and I'm a kind of person where I'm a tourist, so I have no problem with being to myself. But sometimes I feel like I don't have people to talk to. Sometimes I feel like I be wanting to make videos and express how I feel, but then you have some people. When I did start the YouTube channel, it was like, you need to back. You need to not do it. You need to not be on there being messy. But I don't feel like I'm being messy. Everything on my channel is real. I don't have to fake or pretend. I go through things just like anybody else. Whatever I decide that I want to share, I will share. But I'm just going in little baby steps. I'm learning from your channel, Blah, Sofa Time, a lot of y'all channels, how y'all react on the channels. And then I take from what y'all do is how I come out, and I feel like how I should react on my channel. You don't got to be mean all the time. You can make your points across without being mean. I'm just not going to come on this platform and be judged on videos. I've been judged all my life. I've been in public eye all my life of growing up in foster care, group homes, not having a mom or a dad, but I have people there to help me to be the better person that I am. I work just like all of y'all. I got plenty of different careers I do. So I just like being called the hood princess, because a lot of people in my hood don't understand where you can come out the hood and turn out to be something. You don't have to sit around and wait on a welfare check. You don't got to sit around and be ashamed because you're on Section 8, because a lot of people on Section 8 pay rent. And I am one of those, and I've been paying rent for the last 10 years. So I'm just saying, like, yeah.
I think some people talk, look, some people mention Section 8. Yeah, look, at the end of the day, Section 8 is a opportunity for someone to have housing and get some help, right? Now, look, people are on here. There are people who judge and they say, well, you're on Section 8. I think people will say certain things because maybe you've got people who are putting on and saying that they're not receiving public assistance when they really are. You have people who are maybe wanting to prove a point for whatever reason. I'm not sure. You know, look, if you're open about your situation, you know, I think on YouTube, especially in this sector, I think being open is probably, you know, it can be a gift and it can be a curse. At the end of the day, you could be so real that people think that you're fake, right? I mean, I'm a very real person. I'm straight up real with it. I think people feel like someone like me, I need to be like bougie all the time. Well, no, I'm not bougie all the time. I'm me all the time. I'm, you know, I'm me. I'm bougie. I can be ratchet. I'm down to earth. I'm educated. I speak English. I speak French. I'm a complicated, layered individual, but people feel like that's so fake. She's so fake. She can't be real. But you know what I mean? Look, at the end of the day, the people who are going to connect with you are going to connect with you. I would not worry 1 minute about someone that does not like you. And at the end of the day, you will find on YouTube people who will have cussed you out, talk shit to you 1 minute, a month or two from now will be like, you know what? I want to apologize. I mean, I don't know if you've seen it in these chats with Chrissy sometimes. Hey, Chrissy, I called you a fucking bitch and I called you this, that, and the other thing. I hope you're not mad. I'm thinking to myself, girl, she's got 150,000 subscribers. Do you think she remembers your name? But she's going to remember it now. But Chrissy will be like, you know what, girl, you're fine. You're good. I'm not worried about it. Look, if someone's cussing you out, someone's talking shit to you, you got to let it just roll off your back.
And I said a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, and I only pay $450 a month. So I'm proud with the rest of hood. And stamps $250 a month. I'm proud to get my stamps. Now it's not a whole lot. We ain't around here balling.
Right, girl. That covers the meat.
We good.
Girl, you can fill up your meat freezer with that $250 and buy everything else.
I'm not worried about it at all.
You know, yeah, you got to just look, be who you are. YouTube, especially when you're making videos, especially when people see that you know, I hate to say it, but you know, look, I like to shout out channels that I like to watch. You calling in today was a complete surprise. Don't be surprised if you get hate. Don't be surprised now. Maybe you could get some subscribers, maybe not. You may notice your watch time may increase. Now people are gonna be curious. They're gonna be eyeball emojiing.
Because of you and Fly, it has.
You're interesting. You're interesting.
I mean, I'm up to almost 200, so that's good. I'm gonna go slow as I go,
and grab your audience.
And my babies.
And grab your audience.
Yeah, I love my subscribers. I love them. I love them. And I have support, and I thank you and Bly and everybody else that supports me. And I just wanted to put a voice with the picture.
Oh, I appreciate you so much. Look, let me tell you, and coming from having 3 sisters, so I think sometimes people have this romantic kind of idea of what having sisters is like. And sisters are wonderful. I love my sisters. I get along and I have relationships with all my sisters. Do all my sisters get along? No. So I'm going to leave that right there. But at the end of the day, we all love each other. We're family at the end of the day. But are all of us best friends? No. So what you're going through with your sisters is natural, and wanting to be your own person is natural. And also just the fact that you have just you saying today that you have taught yourself, that you've been on this journey to grow and to develop yourself, that you have found opportunities from within to grow. That's huge. Some people go through their whole entire life not trying to develop themselves one little bit, and they're just kind of like, this is me and that's it. And that's huge. I mean, that just shows what type of person you are. I mean, I hope that you people, that everyone out here is hearing this, because that's
in 5 years, I'm trying to be a homeowner in 5 years. And yeah, those vouchers, you can put them down on a home and all that good stuff. So it's coming, you know, it's coming. I have a lot saved and it's coming. I'm proud of where I am today. I love my little 91 Acura Legend. Runs like a pro.
Paid for.
And, so
I have a paid for Honda. Okay.
Yes.
I don't. I don't want to pay any car payments.
I own mine, and I'm proud to say I bought mine from the auction for $400. So it's a good old car running. So I don't gotta sit around here and floss and act like I'm more than the next person, because I'm not. I live a daily life just like everybody in the world. I work just like everybody else. I pay taxes just like everybody else. So just don't get that hood princess misconstrued. Don't get it twisted. I am going to be me on YouTube.
Yes.
I love the support, and I thank you ladies for supporting me. And now you have a voice with the face.
We know this voice. We know this voice.
I will be able to join your membership real soon. So I said I was going to join, and I am going to join. So other than that, thank you for letting me share.
Well, we love you, and we love hearing your story. And you know what? Don't be offended by, look, I'm not going to say don't be offended. When people are saying things about other channels, just keep in mind, number one, we're talking about channels. Yes, there are people behind these channels. Also understand too, sometimes when people come to your channel, because I'm not trying to defend anybody, period. But what I'm saying is this: oftentimes when you are touching someone, they are going to pick on that one thing that is triggering them, whether your shine, whether your, the drug situation bothers them, because I don't know what other people are dealing with, but understand that sometimes what they're coming to pick on you about is the trigger that bothers them the most. Sometimes people feel like I'm fake. Sometimes people feel like, well, her husband, it can't be real. Well, maybe the relationship they have is not real. Maybe their husband isn't shit. Maybe their husband doesn't have a job. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and I could say my dude ain't all the way there either. But the thing is, we've been together for 11 years. And I love the way he is. Yes, he has to work on a little more things.
Look, we're all working. It's a journey. We are all on the journey. Okay.
So, I mean, hey.
But I'm just saying, when someone comes to bring you to drop a pile of shit off in your comment section, take a deep breath. Sometimes don't even answer it right away. Girl, sometimes just let it fly.
Pay attention. In the real street with negativity, because in the real street, if you was face to face, I probably would be beating your face in.
Of course. Hello. Yes.
I'm not. Yeah, but so I have to learn how to move different on this YouTube. So I'm not weak. I got hands, but I try to be professional too. So I don't let the comments bother me. I just thought I would bring it up.
Right. No, but sometimes just walk away, take a deep breath. Read it a second time. Sometimes just let it fly. Just so people know, I see it. I see you. We see each other. And then sometimes you give a response. I mean, I cuss people out in my comments all the time. I'm sorry. I go there. But I think people realize that about me. If you wanna get like a bitch bye, sometimes you will get a bitch bye from me. I will cuss you out in the comments. Sometimes I'm not gonna say anything. And sometimes you write a book, I'm gonna write a book. So, and then oftentimes I'll be like, you know what? Bye. And then you're just blocked and no one ever. So just manage your comment section how you see fit, but don't ever let someone push your buttons to the point where you kind of like, or serve it up good. Serve it up like you would on the streets. Right. So if you was going to give them an uppercut, yeah. Take a minute. And make sure you write something that's going to sting them like, bitch, don't come back here no time soon.
Right. And I think I'm about to load something today to show you I'm strong. I got a story for y'all. But thank you. Let me get out here.
We love you.
Get back in the chat.
We love you.
Thank you.
Take care. The life you live may be your own. Hold on one second. The life you live may be your own.
The conference has been unlocked.
Guys, that was The life of a hood princess. We love her. We love her. She's as real as they come. She's a very sweet person. And look, someone was saying in the comments, I saw like, hey, a substance is a substance. At the end of the day, lots of things happen. Young moms, the moms that we talk about, not our moms, like I'm sure we all see our own individual moms as next to perfect as possible. But you know what? I think probably I'm sure all of our moms made mistakes, right? These three moms that we talk about make a lot of mistakes, and that's what's brought us all together, and that's what keeps us talking, right? Now, whatever happened, what Hood Princess shared and got her CPS case, at the end of the day, she went through the system. She worked through whatever program she needed to, and it is what it is. She went through her situation. Now, we've had these three moms, call out CPS cases. I don't even know if CPS was even called. If CPS was called, it wasn't called. Look, you over here living your life on the internet with minor children, and people decide to pick up a phone and call CPS. I guess that's their business. I can tell you this, and I can say it on a lie detector. I've never called CPS on any of these moms. I've never called CPS on anyone, and don't plan to, because quite frankly, I think I say this probably, I feel like I say this almost every day. I don't have extra bedrooms. I'm not coming to pick up your kids. And I'm talking about the episode. I'm talking about based on a true story episode. Now, whether that's real, whether it's you guys wrote a script, at the end of the day, you want to check your subscribers, because those are the people that are calling CPS on you guys. Those are the people that you're turning into reaction video makers. From what I've seen, I saw like about 5 videos this weekend of people who were like ride or die subscribers who are just kind of like fed up with everything. And that's their right, that, they were pulled from the comments to actually now start making videos. So, back to Olivia and her vehicle and low-key complaining, getting ready to go back to Texas. I don't know if look, if they end up in Texas, awesome. I can't say I don't believe that they're not going to Texas. I don't know. I guess we'll just see when they get there. I would say the one thing that I have learned from watching these moms over the last year, I'll believe it when I see it. So when you are back in that Lone Star State, that's when I'll believe it. When I see it. I just have a hard time believing that Olivia would leave her mom and her sister behind after all that she did to get there and that whole entire move. But if she wants to be there with her husband, I don't blame her, and that's where she needs to be. So that's kind of what I have to say about Olivia at this moment. You teach people how to treat you. The life you live may not be your own. Are you calling in? If you click on this link, it will take you right to me. If you want to call on the phone, I'm going to send you this number. Go ahead, give us a call. But yeah, Hood Princess, look, I think a lot of people talk about a lot of things, and I think that it's funny. I spent a lot of time watching people's videos this weekend, and I was watching someone's video who even said, basically, I'm saying what the reactors have kind of been saying for the past few months, but I guess I see it now, which is kind of crazy. And then I saw some of the people that criticized me the most up in that comment section and were like, well, look, it either is or it isn't. At the end of the day, what this person was saying was, and if you're watching, because I know you watch sometimes, and you commented not long ago, which I was kind of like, girl, okay. You came out the bushes. You came out the bushes of the bushes. But thank you. You said we should not, like, her supporters should not continue to co-sign, and I'm talking about Chrissy here.
This is
Oh shit, Fairy scared me.
This is for Robux.
Okay. I saw a shadow behind me and I was like, oh my God, what was that? It's an almost 9-year-old. Farrah, don't do that. Farrah. Don't do that. Okay.
It's 1,050 million Robux for free.
Do you caller, do you happen to know how much it costs for 1 million, how many 500 something
Robux for free?
Farrah, wait till Farrah, I don't want to sign into anything until I look at it. Can you please wait till mommy gets off?
Okay.
Okay. If I sign into that Roadblocks and all of a sudden they bill me $500, I am not going to be happy. So I got to know what I'm signing into. Let me lock the conference. How are you today?
The conference has been locked.
I'm doing good. I can't really hear you that great. Can you speak up just a little bit?
Okay, I'm turning the volume up. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Let me just make sure. I'm going to put you all the way up. So can you guys in the chat here, can you put a 1 in the chat?
Are you printing something on?
No, babe. Just leave it alone. I was trying to print something. Okay.
Right here.
Yes, much better. Okay. So the life you live may not be your own is what I'm just gonna say the life you live. So we talked not long ago, and I told you that somebody had commented on one of my videos, and I was just kind of surprised. And then I watched a video that this person put up about a week or so ago, basically kind of just like saying kind of everything that the reactors are saying right now. And I saw some people who are really staunch supporters of Chrissy in a certain way have to kind of, I think, almost reconcile that this person's message is changing just a little bit in the sense of really kind of calling out her subscribers, which are these people who were down in her comments, as almost wrong for continuing to help her perpetuate this negativity in her life. Well, I was kind of like,
yeah.
What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, I watch that person's face, or just I like to read the comment section, and some people may have seen me in the comment section.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I do believe is that I think they're a Christian and or religious base, and we talked about this. And so a lot of stuff, I don't think people really wanted to see from Chrissy, but I feel like, yes, now she's revealing herself then, and they can't take it. But she's been that person all along. She has just been that person, just from the jump, a nasty person, this, that, and that. So I don't know if it's just because people have been saying something that, because somebody can tell you something for a long time, but until you see it for yourself, it's a difference.
Well, we've seen Chrissy blow up. Everyone has seen Chrissy blow up. And I think Chrissy is good at pulling herself back together. Hey guys, camera ready. Hey guys. Chrissy has also grown up. Chrissy has grown 10 years on this platform. So she went from a young woman to a woman with 9 children. So she's also evolved.
Yeah, and she's not 12 years old.
She's not, she's
definitely not new to it. She's true to it.
Right.
And it's not even about, we know that Erykah Badu has different, all of her children have a different father. But she is mentally, emotionally, and financially able to take care of every one of her children.
Mm-hmm.
And so, again, what Chris is doing is really destroying a great brand. And I see so many people, like, oh, you're doing a wonderful job as a mom. And even in this comment section, because there was a couple of things I wanted to ask that I haven't really heard. I've heard you speak of it.
I want to know, like, number one, why do we act like with these moms that the bare minimum that you do is to feed? Because everybody says they're great, but they're a great mom. If they feed them, which we know, we've heard in the background, this is not, whatever. Hey, I'm hungry. 11 p.m. at night. I'm hungry.
Right.
That time, wait until you have your dinner. That wasn't anything any reactor brought up. You did that. That's what you were about. So why are they still considered good mothers? At one point in time, I did call the reactors out. And I said, hey, let's look at the truth about what's going on, about what they're putting out. And, we even go as far as Olivia. I kind of heard a little bit of the story. And with Olivia, and, the way that she downs people, and it's just like, and she talked about, remember one time she talked about her credit score. So many people are offended. But, Liv's BMI score is higher than her credit score. Let's get that straight.
Okay.
So you have no home to talk about anybody. Ever.
So you mean like going from like maybe 320 to 5'10"? Like, bad is bad, right? She went from horrible to bad.
Yeah. And because when she said, I have a 700 credit score, no ma'am, you can't even get out that little bitty car, and people need to stop allowing her to insult them. And you can turn off the video, but if people start calling her out again on the colorism, and she's displayed that. It's not okay. Very few reactors, and I want to thank you, for bringing out the truth and having, an honest conversation. But, another thing that I wanted to know is anybody asking these questions? Are people sitting down and thinking about this? Okay, now, Chrissy moved to Houston. And as we can see, all of the wigs made it. All of her, faux purses made it. All of, I'm just saying.
Oh, well, priorities. When she had the 10 minutes to go do a snatch and grab, rather than probably getting a baby, I don't know if she went and grabbed a baby book or not.
Yeah. And I'll say it so.
Did she run go get her wigs?
But I don't think she's running to go get them. I think she just already has them. But I want to know why nobody is questioning it again. She's a good mom. But none of her children made it. None of their clothes made it.
So what are you saying? She packed up her belongings and not theirs when she had that time from the sheriff to go get her stuff? Is that what you mean?
Oh, she never did. Now, and I will say this, I looked at the court paper, so say I'm nosy. Right now, I don't have a whole lot to do. I'm nosy. I read the court papers, and what we know for sure is she was still in here kicking it, getting high, crack, cocaine, whatever it was they were smoking. Because they're really not on the cocaine level, but we ain't got to talk about that. But it's, whatever happened, how was she able to get every piece of her clothes, every fake piece of Gucci, and whether it's real or not, but she still has all of her things. She still has her laptop. She still has her phone. She still has all of those things, but nobody's questioning why those kids never have, if they always have to they always have to do something different. And then people think that it's okay with her sex life. Well, most adults have sex. But we don't do it on the bed with our baby, on an air mattress with a stranger. Those are things that need to be.
Can you expand on that? Because I didn't go there in my video because I don't have, because I know the type of scrutiny that the type of scrutiny that I will get. Can you expand when Bam talked about he went into the room and there was a baby in a pack and play? We know that she's got two small children, two of the smallest of the small.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what you know about that?
Okay, so the truth of, and everybody's picking up little bitty, pieces from here and there, and I'm going to go back into my house for a minute. One of the things, and he can correct me if I'm wrong, however, he came over And I know everybody's like, oh, he's trash because he slept with, this girl. And the thing is, he didn't know that she had a little baby laying on an air mattress.
So there was one in a pack and play, and then there was one laying on the bed.
There was one on a bed, and he did not know that because, and like he said, and a lot of people want to skip over this. He didn't know how many kids she made, how many kids she had. He said, she was good at hiding them. Let's go back to DeMarcus, to her original person. It's like, isn't that the same thing that she did with DeMarcus?
That she didn't, it was kind of like a slow roll to the disclosure of, I've got however many 6.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, and it's cool to say, okay, well, why would he come out and say this? Why would he come out and say this? And I just want to say to all of the, adult ladies, you might feel bad that, hey, this guy shouldn't have done this. Okay, he shouldn't have done this. He shouldn't have said this. He shouldn't have, what kind of man would put her out there like this? Well, we all have to remember how this first started. She lied on him to begin with. She lied on him. And if she would have told that first lie, it would have been something else. You see what I'm saying? He had to, and I'm glad that
right.
But
The life you live, just 1 second, okay? Hey, sorry. That was my husband. Okay.
But I mean, you just have to, again, you think of all of this stuff and it says, okay, well, reactors don't react on this. But I see if it was not for the reactors, and I'll say all the stuff y'all, that maybe you cannot say. I've seen people give them great advice. And then we look at Jasmine. And that's something I'm very passionate about.
Mm-hmm.
And again, you may have seen me in the comments. I said what I meant. I meant what I said. I did. I was the person that contacted Phyllis. I contacted the place where he is charged for, and I don't want to misquote his charges, but being with a young woman, or not a young woman, a girl.
Right.
And when she got online, and let me bag. People, stop saying that reactors are making this stuff up. Stop saying the reactors are making them do all that. No reactor placed that man in her home during COVID. No reactor made her lie on this man. Because that's how, you remember, that's how it came.
Who, are you talking about Bam?
Yes, and everybody says sneak recording, but let's not forget, that's what she did to him. She snuck and recorded. The only thing was, she met her match. But again, there's a lot of reactors that give great advice.
Well, no one had anything to say. No one had anything to say when a whole man that she does not know was in her house during COVID. But when I said, oh, but you live in Austin and you haven't been to see your best friend, which we all knew she was in Houston. That was the worst kept secret in town. But she said she was in Austin, and it's like, but you won't go see your best friend? And they're like, but Francoise, it's a pandemic outside. You're just ridiculous to say such a thing. But a man's in the house. There was not one comment about a man that you don't know from Plenty of Fish in there during a pandemic. It's okay to get your, get your rocks off.
Yeah, he could have killed her. He could have killed any of those children. The new guy, the crack dealer, and let's keep it all the way funky. The crack dealer, because and I was able to catch her live, on your channel. And again, thank you for that. What mother? What good mother? You know what I'm saying? And all of us have, lives or whatever. But generally, even if a mother knows that her husband and or boyfriend is selling drugs, usually those people try to keep the kids out of that.
Right.
Even as, I'm a wife, you're a wife, you have a kid, I have a I'm not trying to put my kids in the bed to, while my husband and I, do whatever.
Wait, the life you live, 1 second. There's a comment which is absolutely. I'm gonna need to just Cleo. Cleo says it's okay to pamper yourself sometimes. Y'all act as if because you're a mom and you shouldn't act as if because you're a mom you shouldn't wear wigs. What do y'all want her to look? Cleo, I think you're missing the whole point. I don't know if you just came in. Nobody cares if Chrissy wears a wig. The point is that when you're going in your house to get your most prized possessions in the process of an eviction, are those the things that you go to get? I mean, maybe she did collect the most prized possessions of her babies. Maybe she did collect the hospital bracelet. Maybe she did get her daughter's journal and diary and her son's favorite toys. I don't know. Okay. But no one's talking about her wigs. No one cares if she has a wig or not. Okay. Because remember, this is called Love Lies and Lace Fronts. We're all about some hair over here. Nobody cares. Nobody cares if she looks nice. I mean, she can look nice all she wants. That's not the point. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And talking about not having fun. No, you're fine because I was talking over you. It's not about not having fun. We see a lot of the reactions. We see a lot of people. I'm a grown-ass woman. I have fun. But guess what? I am not having a new guy over. And because COVID is real, people.
People are dying. Yes.
A strange man and or woman. And I'm telling you this. I pray to God that I'm never put in that position, but I'm going to say there are moms and fathers who have been put out. You know the same. You know what they try to get? They try to get, as many as their kids' possessions, because most people don't want children to be uncomfortable. But we have a wretch that's schooling on an air mattress with one baby on an air mattress, another baby in a packing plate, no furniture, and everybody. And I mean, she makes $30K a month, and I'm just going on what she says about her life. You see what I'm saying? No good mother. Now, you might, because, I mean, it takes nothing. I mean, dogs lay down and feed puppies all day. They may not even feed their puppies. But we know for sure that that's not good. She wasn't even there when those babies and her sickly mother, and we know that she's sickly. Her life is out there. And let me say this again. We never would have known any of this stuff had they not with the, what's his name? Jasmine's man.
Philip. Philip.
You're a whole pedophile. And for me to see other women on her channel and to chant, oh, you're doing such a great job. She pimped a young girl. And if Jasmine, baby, you welcome, because they know me at the courthouse. I rally for him to go back to prison. You are pimping young girls. And for other women not to call out, oh, she's depressed. She wasn't depressed when she was getting a D. And
she admitted to taking care of Asia's kids or not taking care of Asia's kids. So Asia, excuse me for saying that. She admitted to what, babysitting or something, keeping an eye, maybe when he had the kids, and knowing that Asia was in a hotel working.
And you can call, and it's Williams County. It's out a little bit outside of of Austin. And you're damn right. I called. I was a victim of sexual trafficking. I was raped. Thank God I wasn't sold, but I could have been in Asia. So for all of those, you should shut up about what's going on. You shouldn't think about it. Or Asia's a dummy and this, that, and the other. Jasmine, well before I heard anything about an Asia, I saw a video from Jasmine. And this is what made me involved, because, and if I'm correct, it's still up. If not, it's been screen recorded, where she was saying, and, she admitted that this girl was being pimped.
Yeah.
Not only was she was pimping him, she was pimping that little girl after her friend. And don't tell me.
She said she slept with all my homies. Look, Jasmine talked a lot of mess about that girl.
And got him out of jail twice, and that's the truth. And like I said, and I love.
She's like, bruh, you guys don't have no idea what she did. Like, you don't know how many of my. I was just like, excuse me, she was a minor. Are you kidding me? And according to her, she was in wherever she was at. She says that it was not. She didn't have complete say as to whether she was allowed to leave or not. which is why maybe there was I don't know if there was a kidnapping charge or there's some other kind of something else along with that she was that.
And for all those people that was saying everything is better, and like I said, Jasmine is a woman. We know, and I remember Tasha did a video, and it's been some time ago. I don't remember, and I was listening to it, and I shared it, Tasha PMR, and I shared it with someone else, and I was, and she said then, you know, as a woman, I couldn't allow another woman to be pimped out in my presence, or to be, well, she didn't say pimped out, but to be done like that in my presence, even if she agreed to it. And you see what I'm saying? Most women wouldn't do that. I
hate to say it, guys, whoever's watching right now, and I don't want you guys to take this the wrong way, but there's a lot of stuff that has been said, and I just don't understand why some people are not seeing and hearing between the lines what has been said. And I think sometimes people are taking the messenger, me, and the message, the truth, of what is actually being said, because these people just feel like they're telling a story, and you're not hearing like, hey, was someone just human sex trafficked? Was this a case of pimping? Did you buy Christmas presents with the money that your man brought home from another person, and then it became real because this person showed up in our community? Like, seriously? But we need to donate to a registry, okay? Nah, no thank you. No thank you. That's okay.
And I don't watch Mean all the time too, but I'll say this. And I've never been in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
There are different versions of, you know, you have women that are okay and they agree with selling themselves or whatever. So however, you know, however Ming is doing it or whatever, I wish that nobody would ever have to do it. But whatever she has to do for herself. But I have a problem with this. And it's so sad to me to see so many women, girls, and even with Chrissy, you know, you're a mother of 9, and those kids are going to go back. Nothing is ever erased offline. She would have did better taking a picture in line and saying it wasn't her. But, just going back into everything that they say and do. And then you go back into the CPS cases. And I will say this, I'm also a mandatory reporter. So when I see something, I have to say something. And I will say this to everybody that is listening to me or may play this back. When you know that a child is in danger, when you know that their parent is being emotionally abusive, is being physically abusive, and all that petty stuff that's, calling because somebody doesn't, like them, or, all the people saying, oh, you have too much time on your hands. When you know something, you see something. We have so many children that are abused, that are, taken through all this stuff. And like I said, and it doesn't necessarily, reactors that have went on, have told their stories, or other people in general. But I'm just saying, when you know something, you say something.
Right.
Indulging in that type of behavior, you have one person that's liquored up all through the day. I'm a normal person, and it doesn't take me a gallon of Crown Royal to function in my life every day. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's something wrong with you. It's something wrong when you don't strap your kids down and you don't mind if they go through the windshield. You're not a good parent.
Who's not strapping their kids in?
All of them. Any of them. Because Krista can't strap hers up.
Okay, because there's just not that much room in the car for all those and I don't mean this in a funny, you got 9 kids and you have a regular car. If you have to have booster seats, if you need booster seats, yeah. Because you got toddlers, you got at least 2 babies. I would say almost Junebug is probably not old enough for he may be able to get away with a booster seat, but he probably needs to be in a.
Yeah, in my state, and I'm in the state of Texas, just in case somebody want to know. In the state of Texas, up until your child has to be a certain weight and a certain height, they still require a booster seat. These kids, they don't even try to act like they're going to put them in those, and not even a seatbelt.
Mm-hmm.
Not even a seatbelt. You see what I'm saying? And it's just like all this keeping up with the Joneses, but nobody, like I said, it's been a lot.
I've called it out, but I'm a bad person. I'm a fake bitch. See, It was funny. I was reading some comments this weekend, and there were some people, and I see, sometimes they, I mean, they could be here right now. I don't know, not maybe not right here right now, but they've been here recently. She's fake like that. Like it's weird that people will put out stuff to try to talk about other people's reputation, because for whatever reason, I don't know if there's cash apps going out. I don't know if there's paychecks. I don't know if there's paychecks. I don't know if there's promises. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I apologize for interrupting you, but can I say this? And I'm gonna say this to all the three mommies and the ones that think that that
because they're listening. Hey y'all, wake up.
The hustling can be very illegal. When you hustle somebody during and it could be whether a pandemic or otherwise, and I would say the state of Texas does not play like that. They don't play like that. You don't, and I'm saying you don't need help and this, that, and the other. And I know everybody say, well, why be in her business? Because there's a mother missing out on some type of support. Mm-hmm. And then sometimes you have a dummy. It's just like with your child. Your child is a human, right? But you're not going to allow them to go play in the street. You have a responsibility to
right.
Them. You can't do whatever you want to do. And even if somebody does not have the knowledge to make a good decision, or we shouldn't do this or whatever. Like when you say sometimes, you have to protect people from themselves. Again, doing donation, I don't care if somebody want to do them or not. You better check the Texas crime. Check it. Civil lawsuits, this, that. Check Texas for doing people like that. They will prosecute you. They will prosecute you. And I will say a lot of what all of the three women doing is, if somebody wants to, and it's not even about being petty people. Because it's not like these women are using this money on the kids. They go months or at least a couple of weeks without combing their hair. And I don't care how somebody explains it to me that I might, you videotape, one video and then the same thing. We've seen those children with matted hair. Matted don't happen overnight. And so all of that, they're a good mom. I'm not going to say anything, or even the Chrissy good time. All of us want to have a good time. And I think at some point, if you are allowed to, if you have a babysitter, and I mean somebody that can watch your children, not your sickly mother. You see what I'm saying? Someone that could really do, help with the kids. We all want to go out and have a good time.
I think this, like, aside from the hair, because she could say, well, I'm letting their hair, I'm the boys, aside from the hair, let's say this. We know Easter, she had to go out and get Easter baskets for the kids. She alleged that there's some fictitious friend that she did not know lived in Houston when Ming was still in San Antonio. And when we learned, of course, that she was not in Austin, she was in Houston. We all knew she was in Houston. She said that there was some friend who we've never heard from again, we've never seen, who was watching the kids when she went to Walgreens. Now, if the kids weren't home alone, it was maybe they were with Bam, who knows, or they were home alone. We also know that she has put, that whatever the reason why EPS came or didn't come, we know that she never, as far as I know, never contacted the police about Bam. And I don't know, can you speak on what you may know about her relationship with Bam? She says that she only saw him twice. And I know that I beg to differ, because I feel like with so much that came out and so much that was talked about, too, can you also speak to the longevity of this relationship, of what you know? Because I think the timeline, people want to give Chrissy the benefit of the doubt, but what's the truth?
And the truth is that, honestly, Reese could have went a lot, not probably, I know that she could have said a lot of things. There was a lot that she did not say. And so as far as everything is concerned, she did not, they initially talked, they met on Plenty of Fish, just like, everybody,
And you're talking about Chrissy and Bam, right? Because we're, okay, Chrissy and Bam.
Yeah, the new guy said
I think I saw an interview with him this weekend where he talked about a girlfriend that he's in love with. So I feel like this was just to take a quick sidestep, guys. Rojo, my opinion is he paid her to get some followers because he knows he's trying to drop some music, and Rojo is waiting for a certain subscriber count because he knows that he's independent and he wants to drop his music when his media gets to a certain point. And I think maybe he paid Chrissy, and this was all just shits and giggles. Is that possibly what it was?
Girl, Chris can't even buy Fabuloso. What was she paying him?
No, I'm saying, did he? Well, but he sees that count. Do you think, or was that just that? Were they just talking?
He could see that count and all of that, and yes, it's going to benefit him. But I mean, she could have, and this is absolutely no shade. But if y'all think it is, fine with me. She could have been promoting air mattresses. She could have been promoting all of this different stuff. The reason why I said that, and if it was a business partnership, she needs to pull it because he a whole crack dealer. You had a whole crack deal going on, in your life. I don't think that I think that they may be business partners in a way, but when you can't afford Fabuloso, no ma'am, you can't pay anybody.
Why is she going to the grocery store every day? Did Bam elaborate on that? Because I heard him say something to that. Why does she go to the grocery store every day?
Because I don't know her mind, but I will say from what I saw, and from it's not even about from what I've heard. She acts like a 20-year-old. There's no way in the world, and I don't have that many children, at home or whatever, so I can't, and I buy groceries, full groceries. But she lives like a 20-year-old, but she tricks off with men. Watch, and like I said, there's a difference between facts and feelings. I could feel like she's not, hey, you're not the best person that you could be. That's my feeling. But the facts are, those children don't get anything. She sits in the bathroom and eats. We know, and I'm gonna say for one time, and I could have somebody else to fact check or whatever, fact check or whatever. But we know one time at 11 o'clock at night, the kids were asking for ice cream. She said she, kept on saying no, and she relented because what she did say, and this is out of Chrissy's mouth, you guys haven't had the answer yet. It's 11 p.m.
On the video, yes, she did say that. Yes, that's true.
And I mean, she said it, way before. But and again, I still have the problem. So for the woman who said about the wig, I just want to know how does it through whatever eviction moves or whatever she got out of the house. So explain to me how she gets all her stuff out the house, because go back and look, she still has her stuff, but the kids don't have anything. They don't even have as much as, she's flossing, she got the, a Yeezys or...
I feel like she has her stuff that she took with her to Houston, because we haven't seen the blue wig. Like, she loved that blue wig. We hadn't seen the blue wig. We hadn't seen a couple of things. I feel like she still got what she went to Houston with, which was her computer, her camera. Someone's asking who we're talking to. We're talking to The Life You Live May Not Be Your Own. And we're talking, this person happens to be someone who is what is it? You said you have to report to the court. You're someone who lives in Texas and someone who's very familiar with Chrissy.
Yes. And I mean, and like I said, what she's doing is, and a lot of people need to know this. Okay, whatever age Chrissy's mother is, again, she's inviting people into the home. We all know that they won't allow people into nursing homes. And I'm saying that Chris's mother's in a nursing home.
Let's just say immunocompromised. Like, I'm diabetic. I've got high blood pressure. I don't need to be around everybody.
No. But she's okay with either she's going out for the D or, the D is coming. And because she clearly said now, and like I said, fact versus fiction, or feelings versus fiction. The fact is, she said, when you bring men over to your house, you can't, I mean, come on. That's not even safe without COVID. That's not even safe without COVID.
Speaking of COVID, she was at Ming's party with Miss Trina, who was in bed with COVID for 2 weeks. I said something about it.
I know you said something about it, but she has.
Yeah, nobody's really, I mean, look, I feel like this. I feel like her people, some of her mods, some of her people, these people she calls out, do a really good job at conflating. Okay. You hear about conflating a lot. They take one thing, they put it with another thing, and they do the Jedi mind trick on you. So they make you like, forget about, like, what was I talking about? So they talk about me. They talk about my husband. They're like, hey, do you want to know her government name? So they get you all caught up in the game, and then you forget that, oh, I was actually coming over here because I heard something that I wanted to hear more about, or whatever. Look, the fact that this girl Trina had COVID is not big news. At the end of the day, she was telling her story on Instagram. What became news was the fact that she had COVID, probably, potentially, at the time that they were all celebrating Ming's birthday and doing the savage dance over at Ming's house, where she shares with a husband and 2 small children. Okay, so this girl, less than 2 weeks after that weekend party, was in the hospital with COVID, with a certified diagnosed case of COVID-19. And then Chrissy's talking about, well, you have to be careful with COVID. You have to be so careful. And it's like, girl, seriously? Oh, okay. You have to be careful. Okay.
Her children. You never and miss me, and I want everybody to miss me, but you don't have to share every minute of your life. She shares everything else.
We're talking about what she shared. Like, I'm not looking in her window.
About exactly what she shared. You know, you do all of these things. I don't want anything invasive in my body, but from the time that and let's X out everything else. From the time she's been in Houston, there has been at least 4 men into question. And we know we're not using condoms, because if we're using condoms all like this, there wouldn't be babies all like this.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You wouldn't be inviting strange men into your home. If you love your kids like that, or if you love your mother like that. And like I said, it's fact versus fiction.
Well, she hasn't said anything about Miss Trina, who is a PR person. So L Dub is asking who we're talking to. So we're talking to The Life You Live May Not Be Your Own. She's here in our chat. She is a watcher of these YouTube streets. She is a court advocate. She is someone who has a position where she must report crimes, and she watches these 3 moms. She lives in Texas. So these are all things that she said. Who we are talking about who had COVID, there were 4 guests in person at Ming's birthday party, one of which was Ming, one of which was Chrissy, one of which was Jalen, who has over 2 million subscribers on YouTube, her and her boyfriend. And then there was another woman named Trina. Trina was on YouTube a week and a half ago and telling her story about having COVID-19 coronavirus. And she talked about that she'd been sick for 2 weeks. And when you look at the 2 weeks prior to that, when she was probably asymptomatic or in the process of getting COVID. So I'm not saying that anyone else at the party has COVID. All I'm saying is you're doing these videos about being careful about COVID and where your personal protection gear. You are meeting people off the internet and having relationships with people you don't know, who also are spending time in the hospital. And also you're at a party with someone who had a confirmed case of coronavirus.
But she never said anything about that.
You've never talked about it. Never talked about it. And I talked about it, and all of a sudden there's a nice fresh smear campaign about your girl. But thank goodness your girl don't care, because this is, a lot of us have had people talk about us in our past, and I don't have anything to be ashamed of. And at the end of the day, we're talking about these episodes, and I don't have all the information that the life you live may not be your own has. We are having a conversation here, and take it all. Pardon?
Yeah, Reese did not lie. I was just saying.
I know Reese did not lie. Reese has no reason to lie at all. Yeah. She's a credible source.
She was, very credible source in this situation. And I will say that it was a lot of things that she could have said, she could have done, but she didn't do all of that. She didn't do whatever it was. And I want to say that it was very insensitive. And so, you have a lot of people, and you can't stop anybody from liking whoever they like. That's their business. But you have a lot of people what upset me was when I heard about her talking about Reese's deceased mom. And I'm thinking, you ain't even.
It was rude. It was very rude.
It's going through. It has nothing to do with being rude. Her mom, she looks like that she's at death's door. She is going through medically. But for you to say something about a person's mother dying, you a low life somebody.
Right.
You have nothing. That's nothing.
Right.
And I'm not sorry or whatever. And and again,
gosh, say something about Chrissy's mom. She's about to lose her shit. But then she has the nerve to kind of drop tea about someone's parents being deceased like it's tea. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can say my mom's dead all you want. My mom's been passed away for 3 years. It's not tea, it's fact. And at the end of the day, like, dropping it like it was tea, like when she was in her bathroom, was like, well, I mean, and it was like, Chrissy, really, you don't have anything. Like, she really had nothing, but to prove that she had something. So she's basically talking about a woman's mother being deceased, like as if it were tea, and it's not tea. Like, what kind of individual are you in the head to think that something like that is gossip?
And you have to be a sick individual to talk about somebody's dead mother.
Yeah.
That when I tell you, because that was something, and I don't really look at a whole lot of reactors, but it's just like, I listen to True, and of course I listen to you and Niecy. It's just, it's awful. And I'm just trying to wonder about, because Olivia has brought up when she has her issues with colorism, and y'all can say whatever y'all want to. And you have Chrissy, why are you bringing down black women? And you have Jasmine, other black women are bringing down black women, but you are pimping girl children. You are pimping your daughter. And I don't care what anybody, like I said, fact versus feeling. Get on and see how many times she praised her son. Her daughters are the issue, except for the ones that she's working on stage.
No, it's the twins. The twins are, so that was what I was getting ready to get to. The twins are the Holy Grail. And her eldest is her assistant, and the middle one falls by the wayside, unfortunately. And she's just adorable. And I mean, all her kids are cute, but I mean, who I would call is the middle one, the second child, which I'm not going to call anyone's names. Everyone's talking about it today, which I mean, I'm sorry. And I hate to say like, hey, I talked about this a long time ago, but I've been saying this for a long time. And I just want to tell any of you reactors out here who are watching this right now, hit on some true points. And what's going to happen is you're going to start to see the dialogue about you start. The closer you get to the truth, the closer you will start to get to the haters, because the haters are going to start to come out and they will start to attack you to where you're going to just feel like, maybe I'm not going to say this anymore because it's not worth it because of whatever. whatever the case might be. But at the end of the day, the bottom line is that they use the talking point that you're tearing down Black women. But how am I tearing something down when you put it out here? You put it out. You put it out that your man was a pimp. You put it out here that your man is in jail. You acknowledged Asia as a real person. Asia could have come out and said, I don't even know who this is, and I'm not going to acknowledge her. But you admitted to knowing who she is, being in her company, knowing that Philip was messing with her, knowing that babies came in between. Just talking about what you put out as a Black woman. You're tearing down yourself. And can I just say one other thing? Why say, friends, look, there's colorism on lots of different sides. It's not just light-skinned women being colorists against Black, against dark-skinned women. The Black women are colorists against each other, period. Because what I hear when I hear Jasmine or Chrissy say to me or about me, that why is she tearing down Black women as if I am not a Black woman? Excuse me. Hello. I'm a Black woman. Am I not a Black? Do I not count? Why do I not count? Do I? You're saying I'm tearing down Black woman like I'm not. Excuse me? That's all I'm going to say on that. That's all.
Like I said, and I hate to say, oh, well, you don't know the story of their life. I know the story of what they're putting out, and I love how you said that. Hey, this is like a soap opera or whatever. This is like a story time for me. Nobody would know any of the things that they put out had they not done it.
Hello, and I'm trying to be nice when I say based on a true story. When I say this is just another episode. Because I'm trying to give them an escape hatch to say, you know what? This is scripted. We lied. We're just playing. Okay, backsies. I'm trying to be nice. But if this train wreck is truly an autobiography, then that's your fucking business. I don't care. But at the end of the day, damn it, don't talk about me as if I'm not what I am and try to discount me and discredit me. The way they say that I talk down and I try to tear down Black women, it is code for people who want to see something in me that they are triggered by, whether it's these Louis Vuitton earrings, whether it's these glasses, whether it's my braids, whether it's the color of my skin, the wedding ring on my hand, whatever it is that makes you want to I hate her. That's what they're doing. So I see you. We see each other. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you have nothing to account for. It was so, I was so, just to see, how many people were, oh, well, friend this, friend that, and I noticed that Chrissy and girl, I hope you make a whole video, so,
Girl, I hope she goes live in the next hour, because, girl, Chrissy, if you go live, I'm coming in to ask you some questions. Girl, stop trying to speak code about me. Stop trying to speak code. Stop trying to make me less than what I am, as much of a Black woman as you are. Don't try to kick me out the club. I'm in the club. Okay, I'm all up in this club. Okay.
Yeah, but and it's not even about and it's like this. It's just like, okay, so whether you can afford the real, a genuine handbag, or
I work hard. I work hard.
Afford a car for your kids, but I mean, it doesn't matter whether you work hard or whether it was gifted to you. You see what I'm saying? You just work extremely hard for what you for everything that you get, but people don't realize it. People don't think about that. And then it may not be, and let me say this, an authentic bag, a name brand bag, whatever your name brand is, or whatever. It has nothing to do with who you are. It's what you do. It's what and how you do. And
what they see is someone who's doing it very different from how they did it at the number that I have. What they see is someone who, I mean, I vlog on my other channel, but my vlogs are just, I'm talking about plants and cooking dinner. Okay. What they see is someone who's doing something very different than what they're doing. and see the views that I get for the subscriber count that I have. Because you know what? When people say, I'm not going to subscribe to you or I unsubscribed, it's okay. Because you know what? I get a certain amount of, I get the views I get, but I get a lot. I get the views I get because people are interested in what I'm talking about. I don't have the subscriber count to support the views I get because people are believing that me as a messenger, I'm not worthy to speak on other Black women in my own community. Okay, so you'll come watch me, but for some reason, that's something that you have to look at within yourself as to why you choose to not subscribe, because you think that something about me is offensive to you, whether it's that I have this nice dressing room office that I have. Let me tell you guys something. I am in my 40s. I don't know how old you guys think I am, that I just stumbled across where I'm at right now. No, I've worked very hard and I have developed an interest that I had into being able to talk to you guys right now who are watching this live stream. Okay. I have worked a career. And anything that I have has been worked for by myself and my husband. I spent a long time being single until I met a man that we got together, we had a baby, and we got married in that order. Okay. Now, that being said, it's offensive to some people because they say, well, you know, she's just, I mean, it just can't be. So they speak in code to people who are open to being triggered to someone like me. That's why I do what I do. Let me tell you something. It's not a mistake that I wore these earrings today because I wasn't wearing these. I don't, you know, I mean, like, I love these earrings, but I wear them all. I wear them on here. You know why? Because I know it's offensive to some. Because when people see me with these $700 earrings, they just, you know, and they're not 14 karat. This is Louis Vuitton costume, but this is from Louis Vuitton, okay? But it triggers some people into thinking that I'm less of a woman because I can pay $750 for costume jewelry, okay? That makes me less than.
Yeah, but it's crabs in a barrel.
It's crabs in a barrel.
My definition of success may not be your own. You see what I'm saying? But it makes me no less than you are. It makes me no less than, you know, it makes you no less than I am. You know, and I love, you know, with unapologetically Niecy. I mean, she brings people in her world, and, you know, nice, whatever it finds. And I know that both of you guys get a lot of backlash from just being who you are.
Just being her.
You know,
yeah.
4 hours basis. And like I said, and I believe it's because a lot of people think, you know, okay, well, you're jealous over what somebody has, and especially Chris. And yes, you do have your handbags, and they are, you know, are authentic. But instead of saying, okay, well, let me hate her, or let me say that she hates me because I don't have authentic bag, whatever it is, the thing that she's trying to push now, and she doesn't want to call your name, cool. Okay, I love put a name on it, because when I buy a gift, put a name on it. But anyway, you know, I mean, you can't judge you about what you have and what you like. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I love a whole, you know, I love different things or whatever. But like I said, nobody. You have, again, Tasha with, you know, on a budget, or I forgot her channel name or whatever. I mean, you don't have to have, you know, you don't have to have all this, but stop fronting. Stop fronting and keep your kids up.
Well, but the funny thing is that I've never brought it up. The channel is not even about designer this, designer that. It's become a little bit of that dialogue because to discredit me, people want to talk about what I have when the bottom line is this channel is talking about women's and moms issues. And because I'm bringing up women's and moms issues as they pertain to these three moms, they bring up what I have because they can't attack me personally. And they tried, and that didn't fly because what the big deal, my husband was married when he was in his early 20s, got a divorce, and, you know, and married someone else. Okay. So I never said like my husband was married at an early age. Like, hey, my name's Francoise. Nice to meet you. I'm my husband's second wife. Like, when does that ever come up? When does that ever come up? Like, okay, maybe it does come up to people who I actually know, or when it's relevant to the topic, like right now, and I'm telling you guys. But you know what they do is they conflate, guys. If you guys walk away from something today and you say, you know what, Francois is a teacher too. If you guys can look up the word conflate is when you take two separate things that have nothing to do with each other, and then you and then you kind of make people forget about what they're supposed to be talking about. So I talk about Chrissy, and I mentioned in a video that she says she was going out, but there doesn't appear to be a known sitter. And then she talks about me having fake Gucci bags. And it's just kind of like, what? Excuse me?
Yeah,
like what? What? What?
Because again, it's not about wigs. And then if you go and say, along
right,
well, she could have gotten. Who does that though? Who does that? Because
right, some random person coming into the middle of a chat asking about Chrissy's wigs when we're talking about the lies that people tell. Okay.
And I mean, but the truth is the truth. If you and like I said, fact versus fiction, you cannot do a live on. Oh, this is my new wig, or this is my new this, that, and the other. All of the stuff, it just seems that she's able to bring all her stuff in. She just can't bring kids stuff in.
Well, someone did ask a minute ago, where's the pod? So she says the pod is in storage. I don't know if it's in storage or not. I know that when I asked, there was a subscriber of Chrissy's, which I know because I've seen her in Chrissy's chat. She came to my addressing the comments video and asked me, hey, what do you know about is the pod ever coming? And I was like, girl, I have no idea, but you know what? I'm going to ask her. So I did a video and I actually included this person's comment. I included the person's comment in a video asking, hey, Chrissy, hey, where's the pod at? Girl, she got pissed. Let me tell you something. I asked Chrissy about that damn fountain that didn't belong to her at these people's house. Did you, I was just like throwing the question out there. Do you have permission to paint people's fountains gold? Well, of course I have permission. So Chrissy, I know you're watching right now. People say that you were rude for not thanking me for the gift that the LX3 fam sent you. And I know we were being petty, but we were also being nice because, hey, we just woman to woman, we just wanted to send you something because we probably didn't participate in any of your the registry that you had, coming from Las Vegas to Texas. And it was something from and petty, whatever you want to call it. It is what it is. It was what it was. I know you got it because it was confirmed received, but the people who actually watch your channel were kind of like, but Chrissy never even said anything. And I was like, guys, do you really think she's going to say thank you? Like, seriously? But I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to. And my Cash App is Francois Vlogs. She knows my name because she struck my channel. So she knows who I am. Yeah, Liv is live. I don't know why Liv is live. Liv can be live. If she's live because I said that she should have known better to buy a foreign car and it's going to cost you extra money, then okay.
But especially since you're, if you have a 19, and I said that, if you have a 1980 car, it's going to cost a lot to get parts.
Foreign cars are expensive. They're going to cost you more in taxes. Here in North Carolina, we have to pay like an annual tax on our vehicles. And it's expensive. Like if you have an expensive car, you could pay almost $1,000. And every year it's going to go down in as the value decreases in the value of your car. But everyone has to pay a vehicle tax every year, and foreign cars are expensive. And for her to do a whole live, and or talk about like, you know, sometimes it's just like low key, like this is what I've got, this is what I've got going on. Just talk about financial frustrations if that's the situation. Like, I'm frustrated by this, this, and this financially, rather than, oh, well, my Mercedes, and you wouldn't know that if you don't have one. I mean, at the end of the day, if you talk to people as a real person, rather than what I have versus what you don't, which is the conversation that they like to try to get me on, which is, you know, I'm like more than that. People can tell I'm like a real deep person. So me talking about a purse, like that's not really relevant. My purses don't make me, me makes me. So what I have on is distraction. Like I said, this is just, you know, facilitates the triggers for the people that are the haters. You know what I mean? It gives them something to talk about. But the people who are really here for me, they don't care. They don't care about that stuff because they know that there's more to all of this, which is just not really anything. I mean, it's nothing. It's just, you know, I don't know. It's just a distraction. It's a distraction to pull away from what we're really talking about, which are women's issues that affect all moms and a lot of us in our families. And yes, we happen to be talking about it in the context of these moms, but at the end of the day, guys, they don't like us using their channel to have these conversations. But it's too bad because you put it out here and we're going to talk about it. Like we're talking about it right now.
Yeah, like how to get away with murder or a flipping channel or whatever.
Right.
You're going to talk about it.
I mean, how many people would get together right after Scandal and talk about Scandal? How many people talk about Real Housewives while it's going on? People are live chatting on Facebook about what's going on Real Housewives. Married to Medicine, everything. Yeah, Ebony 2K. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. She doesn't look, guys. When people say I'm going to copyright strike, there's a difference between using like Beyonce's latest hit or Megan Thee Stallion. That's copyrighted music or copyrighted content. This content is not copyrighted. What I can tell you is this: while I'm live right now, I own the rights to this at this moment because this is my content live on the internet at this moment. You don't know whether I'm going to post it or not. So people don't have any rights to it. Technically, if I take this down, you don't have any rights to use it at that moment either, but I have to give you like a fair amount of time to take it down. But if this is content that's being used, with the copyright law and the fair use statute within the copyright law, as I understand what I've read, you know, fair use exists on YouTube also through the YouTube Partnership Program. And that being said, when they copyright strike, what happens is it just dissolves after 14 days because number one, there's no clear copyright that's been obtained on these videos, and they're also not taking you to court. So it's just a tactic to kind of bully you off of this platform. And that's all it is. And all it is also telling you that they see you. So Ebony 2K Man, she sees you. She knows who you are. She sees your content. She doesn't like it. But at the end of the day, if she abuses this privilege to be able to put her hand up to say, hey, guys, they're using my content illegally, and they see that you are doing this over and over and over again as someone who really doesn't have a clear copyright to this content, that actually can count against her. And if I were her, I would stop, because what's going to happen is when you abuse that, YouTube has clearly stated that they will yank your channel. You keep making them have to have investigations on things that are not real, and you are basically attesting to owning something that you don't and having lawsuits going that you don't. They are going to, they can potentially take your channel down. So just, I mean, 2K Man, just let her keep doing what she's doing. YouTube will deal with her at some point. That's all there is to it.
Yeah. And I say this, we say this about a team of lawyers. Get a team of lawyers to get your kids. How about that?
Oops. Oops.
Yeah. never
Well,
understood it. Get a lawyer to get your kids. And I mean, it's just so many things. And I just never, seriously, I'm in awe that I look at so many different people, you know, and I read through the comments. I love to read on Chrissy's channel, on Olivia's channel, on Jasmine's channel, and I never thought that we had this, you know, this many, you know, just bottom of the barrel people. I never thought that a mother, you know, that mothers to think about their children, and not saying that, you know, at the forefront, but I look at BC, and I know a lot of people say, oh, well, you know, well, she's out late, you know, she's up late, her, you know, her kids may or may not be up late. Yeah, but they have come. They eat. They have a schedule. We know different stuff, so we know that, you know, we're able to enjoy ourselves, and there's a lot of other people that don't put their stuff through, you know, kind of her family out there a little bit. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock. People eat. Or if they haven't eaten.
And it's summer, people stay up late. But yeah, your kids, look, you're on a live stream with a guy who is potentially alleged to be completing transactions of an illegal nature, and has done open interviews on YouTube stating that he was living a street life and was involved in street hustling, things like that. It's known. All you have to do is search the Rojo, and there's an interview that's posted. It's about a 20-minute long interview, and the first 5 minutes is him talking about, you know, hustling lifestyle and whatever. And hey, whatever, who cares? So just in case you doubted what you saw was real, it was real.
And he did. And let me say this. And again, there are feelings versus facts. My feeling is he never should have, you know, hey, I'm angry with the fact that here you have these little kids. And I mean, you have to break stuff down. And I love what you said, you know, that you were talking a little bit earlier. I forgot what it said. My favorite, or one of my favorite sayings is, it's the little things. You see what I'm saying?
Not the crime, but the cover up.
But he, you know, it's the little things that count. And what we know for sure is he did a whole crack deal. That's illegal. And I'm saying, like, even if it's a year from now, because the only other crime that does not have, just a legal statute, you can go 45, 50, 80 years if you want to, is murder. You committed an act of crime. And I'm just saying, most people, even if you're in that life, they don't do it in front of their kids, and they are damn sure not going to do it online. They're damn sure not going to do it online. And I just do not understand. And I thank you for, for everything that you do. I thank you for what you do. And I'm going to have to.
If Chrissy contacted me as a woman and said, you know what, Francoise, or you know what, Love, Lies, and Lace Fronts, that video of me with homie is not a good look. Would you mind taking that down? I'm a woman. Let me tell you, the one person, I'm not going to say any names, but go ahead.
Friend, love you. If Lionel contacts you, Chrissy, whatever you want to call yourself, Chrissy, Christina, Lionel, however you want to, if she contacted yourself, she would have to have another woman to speak for her. You have to be a woman first. And I'm saying we've all made mistakes. If you made mistakes as a woman, everybody has made mistakes as a woman. I look at it, and then I want to say her name right. Is it Soulful Talks with Quells? She talks about a lot of stuff. She talks about abortion.
That's why they mad at her, because she's so real with it.
She talks about a world of everything, but she has never. And like I said, I ain't got to agree with what you say. I don't necessarily have to, agree with what you say or how you like in fashion. I love fashion, honey. You love fashion. We love a different kind of fashion, but we still love fashion. We still love to look good.
Right.
Niecy, she looks good. She likes to be put together. The people that I know, I don't know Tasha, and we don't have an intimate relationship, but she's, working on putting her, and I love it. And again, Tasha, if you hear this, baby, talk about, your evolution of fashion. I mean, and then you, like I said, I look up to you as a fashionista. You have you know, sometimes, you know, I look on your and stuff like that. I look up as a fashionista. Girl,
oh, well, thank you.
I mean, and we talk, but again, I'll go to somebody that's controversial. And you and Tasha are very real. You never tried to pretend like, oh my God, you know, I came straight from heaven as a virgin, and then I met.
Right, we got our good days, we got our bad days.
None of that, and you know, and Quells, you know, and we're all human. But so the time talk to Quells, and I can't see your chat. So, but again, if I'm not saying it right, I apologize. But I've heard her speak on abortion. I've heard her speak on sex, and it's not about being prudish. It's about, you know, my mom. She raised me to be a lady. And then I have friends that didn't have mothers, but they know how to be a lady. They know how to be a woman. We don't say everything. We don't do everything. I wish I would talk about having a D appointment.
I know, right? At a certain age, there are people who you just don't do that anymore, right? Like if you're 21, 22, Chrissy has to realize, girl, yes, you still look very young. She's 30 and she's a beautiful girl and she still maintains a youthful. I think she's pretty. Like, I'm not going to be a hate. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying you're a hater if you say she's not. What I'm saying is I think she's pretty. But she needs to understand, girl, you're almost 30 and you have 9 children. The ship has sailed on you doing de-appointment videos. When you're 21, 22, 23, or if you're 30 and you're like a sexy kitten, and you are single and unattached, unencumbered, like no children, yeah, do a de-appointment video. But a 30-year-old woman with 9 children, 6 debatable 7 babies fathers, and you're still married, you got a whole husband who's got a baby. I mean, there's a whole list of things going on. We probably didn't need to hear about your de-appointment. But the conversation online was how a lot of us didn't talk about it. And it's illegal. And I'm saying that she could be brought up on charges. And like I said, I see a whole lot of times I go and I look in you guys' comment section. Sometimes oops. Okay. Call back the life you live. We're getting ready to have a rainstorm here, so that's probably what happened. Guys, we heard a lot. A lot of tea was dropped. You know, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, it's up for you to decide what's what's not. What I can tell you is that, you know, word on the street is your girl is like full of shit. I'm fake Fran. I'm so many things, but they'll never say when, you know, well, she hit that right on the head, or, you know, everything is something that it's not. Like, I recently heard that I called Chrissy a hoe. I don't know that I've ever called. If you've got the video of me calling Chrissy a hoe, can you please go ahead and put that in a video or send it to me? I'm sure I've said many things. I don't know that I've specifically called her a hoe. If anything, maybe hoish behavior potentially, but I don't know that I've ever called that woman a hoe, ever. But if I have, I'd like to know though, did I? I'd also like to know when I've talked specifically on her children, like, only time I ever really came out of my mouth and said anything about any situation with Chrissy and her children was when I reacted to a video of her and her situation with her son that resides in Colorado. And I basically called out the fact that I really didn't understand how someone who was complaining as hard and as, with as much passion as she was about the situation. You can go back and watch my video that I have on the matter. And not show up with a lawyer, or she even said in a video afterwards that she really didn't think at that time that they were going to change the custody arrangement. So she underestimated what the court was going to do. And I spoke on that, but I spoke in very general terms like I normally do. Now, for those of you who don't want to think Chrissy's a pretty girl, that's on you. I mean, I think that she's a pretty girl. I'm not going to call someone ugly that's not. At the end of the day, I watch her channel because she's fascinating. And I said that was a nice word, a nice way of me saying what I don't want to say, which I'll say today, but I'm not going to keep saying, is, somewhat of a train wreck. It's very soap opera-ish. But this is what she puts out. And this is what she puts out for us to look at. This is what she puts out as her product. This is what she's putting out as her brand. At the end of the day, guys, this woman can do what she wants, and I can subscribe. I cannot subscribe. At the end of the day, I'm subscribed to this channel. I watch her channel. I do something called 3 Moms Update. I talk 3 moms. I talk mom issues. I talk women's issues. People who are going to conflate things, people who are going to speak in code about your girl and try to diminish her womanness, her blackness, her whatever, are not people who I'm going to like really tiptoe through the tulips with, period. So if I want to talk about something, I'm gonna, because, she has really been circulating and discrediting me, and her cohorts have been discrediting me. And I don't speak on the people that she enlists to talk about me. I don't speak about them. So, guys, unless anyone else wants to call in, I mean, I think we covered a lot of ground today. Ground I did not expect to cover. The life you live may not be your own. Maybe her phone died. I'm not sure what happened. But guys, today was I don't call it Messy Wednesday, but it's calling, it's open mic. And like I said, tea was dropped. If anyone has anything else to say, the phone lines are still open. Let me go ahead and E. Joseph mentioned, which I know you guys have seen this. Chrissy said like a couple of weeks ago that she was going to turn her closet into a glam room. Good luck with that. That's going to be fun, and glam rooms are fun. So good luck with that. Am I being messy right now? Hell yeah. Why not? Was that you for real? Oh my God. That was so funny. This was a great live. Oh, mysterious. Mwah. You think it was awesome? Because it was messy. Y'all like messy. But guys, don't be fooled. I mean, I know that we, look, at the end of the day, I think people like to have this talking point that us as Black women, we all need to stick together. And we do. We as Black people, we as people all need to stick together, right? But in our little subcategories, we all need to lift and uphold our own. How I uplift and hold accountable our own is calling out some fuckery to say, you know what? There's a better way. But if this is how you want to live, do it. Do it. I live how I live. You live how you live. At the end of the day, Chrissy, the only thing that I call out from you is that you say you want one thing and I see you doing another. So that's why I'm calling it out. As the caller stated, she sees the demise of a brand. At the end of the day, I'm not your manager, and I am certainly not in entertainment other than this here entertainment I'm providing right now. But what I can say is this. Sometimes you are not the smartest person in the room. There are other people that do know something and who are trying to share with you sometimes things that you cannot see. So whether you see it or not, appreciate it or not, at the end of the day, just because you're biggest doesn't mean you're best. And just because you're the biggest doesn't mean you're the baddest. So at the end of the day, You know, people are trying to help you out here. People are trying to call out to you. People are trying to bring things out to your attention, that attention could be better sent and served elsewhere. But you take it as hate, and it's not hate. It's actually love. But do what you want to do. But at the end of the day, we see each other. And you saying things like I'm tearing down Black women as if I'm not a Black woman is ridiculous. So that kind of needs to stop. So I hope that anyone out here, just as you will call out someone who is trying to diminish someone else because of who they are and how they present, when you hear that your girl is tearing down Black women, and you know I don't do anything but to uplift, that I'm out here helping people right now grow their YouTube channels for $9.99 a month, which is not what I get paid to coach, okay? But I'm doing it because I love it, and I want to help my other sisses out here who want to start channels, okay? When you hear that I'm out here getting ready to do things, and we're going to do like a whole boss mode movement, people who are telling you that I am tearing down Black women or tearing down women, you know they're lying. It's a lie. So whatever, guys, we're not going to dwell on that, because I'm all about dwelling on what's real, what's true, and what's positive. I'm not going to stick around in the muck and the mire, because we already did talk enough about the tea. And at the end of the day, guys, I love you guys. Thank you guys for coming and chilling with me. Those of you in the bushes, you stayed this long, go ahead, hit that like button. Guys, you stayed this long. If you got it on your heart and you want to tip your girl, you know I take tips, but I usually tip them and I send them right back to you guys. You know, I did something for someone that I really didn't want to talk a whole lot about, but in our community. So just understand, it's certainly not a donation, but if you're tipping me, understand that I you know, and there is someone who I am thinking of that I would like to, this $25 that came back to me may not be a lot, but it might help someone out, or it may send someone to go get their nails done. So I'm going to be reaching out to someone in private, and I'm going to be sending this Cash App to them on Friday. So if you want to be included in that, we'll put a number together. And if this person's okay with me saying their name, I will. If not, then we'll just send it to them with love and let them go get their nails done and get a manicure, because this mom sounds like she needs a break this weekend and maybe some pampering on herself. So if you guys want to contribute to that, let me know. Otherwise, I'll take care of it myself, because that's okay. But guys, I will see you later. Take care. And we'll do this again on Friday, right? Okay. Bye.